time and ask if you want to. Have they done it yet? Have they done it? But I will send out an email and text and put on Edmodo as soon as Osage Hills has their money reimbursed. I will announce that so you guys will know you should have some money coming. Then November 2nd, we're having an on-site follow-up. So November 2nd, so it's good to put these in your calendar. Know you're obligated on these days. So that's a Saturday, November 2nd. We'll be here at the co-op on a Saturday doing on-site professional development. Now, one of the requirements of the grant, I'm sorry this is taking so long, but I just have to get through all of this, is that you go back to your district and do a training, a 1-hour professional development, using the activities and the knowledge that you gained from the Summer Institute. So during the Summer Institute, be thinking, if you have other teachers here with you, if you're by yourself, you know, you're just having to brainstorm with yourself. But as you're doing an activity, if you really like one, say, hey guys, I want to do this one at our professional development at our local district. What I need from you are a sign-in sheet. So everyone at your local district who came to your professional development, I need them to sign a sign-in sheet and an agenda. What was covered and who covered what. And I need to know who was responsible for what part of the program so that I can see that every single person in the district participated. And believe it or not, we've had some major issues with that in some of the districts. That's due December 1st. So you have from the time school starts, I always recommend, I know it can't happen in every district, but on your first few days of professional development back, and those 3 PD days or 2 PD days, if you can schedule an hour in there to get some teachers into a classroom and do that, get it over with at the very beginning. Send me the payment form right then, and I'll submit your $75, is what you get for that. I'll submit that to Osage Hills, and as soon as they can give you that $75, they will. You can wait until December 1st. I know some of you will. You'll schedule it on November 30th. I don't even know what November 30th is. But if you choose to do that, that's fine. Just get it finished by December 1st. Then January, the month of January, Dr. Crystal will do her online professional development, January 1st through 31st. And if you have some ideas for her, or Dr. Parrott for the online PD, things you did really like that you did last year, or you want to share with them things you really did not enjoy doing, let them know during the Summer Institute, because they are so open and welcome to ideas from you. They want that experience to be something that's really useful to you. So give them ideas if you have ideas. So that's January 1st through the 31st, and you will also earn a $125 stipend for that. Okay, February 28th, it says lesson plans due. It only says lesson plans because I reviews everything I possibly can. I do not retype this whole thing every year. We did lesson plans one year, and I should replace that with, what are we calling this, Debbie? No, it's the project that you're going to show them today. iMovie trailer. I guess you can just put iMovie trailer. You're going to be creating a video movie trailer. I think it's one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time. That is due. No, that is so wrong. So wrong. Thank you. We just talked about this the other day. The State Department usually requires me to create a yearbook. Project Annual, they call it every year, and it's composed of pictures and data that we've collected, and I have to have those printed to take to the MSP Day at the Capitol in early February, like February 5th is usually around the time it is. It's the first week of the legislative session. And this year, they don't want a hard copy printed book. They want to be a little more innovative. So we're required by December 1st, I believe, to have a e-magazine created. And I really have no idea what this is yet. They're going to show us what it is. The State Department's going to show me the format and everything I have to put in. But instead of just photos, I'm going to need video from you to put in this e-magazine to showcase. So these videos you're going to create through iMovie, that's what I want to use. The best of the best of those videos are going to go into this e-magazine that's going to be given to the State Department, put on their website for anyone to access. And so I have to have that turned in by December 1st. So I will need it from you by that November 2nd follow-up. So during that November 2nd follow-up that's on site, Debbie and I will be able to help you finalize, not start, finalize your movie trailers. So you should already have that movie trailer completed. The only thing we should have to help you finalize is how to get it to us. And we're going to explain to you today how to do that. You should not come in on November 2nd and say, I don't have any video taken yet. Can you help me figure out how to do that? No, we can't. You are not going to get the $300 that you're getting for creating that movie trailer. So the stipend for creating the movie trailer is $300. It's worth quite a bit. So we need you to have that to us by the November 2nd follow-up. So I'm saying during the Summer Institute, get you some video. Get you some ideas of what you want that movie trailer to be. And Debbie's going to show you a couple of examples. One she created and then one we found from another teacher. There's a teacher that's using those movie trailers to do some really cool stuff with his students. His students are creating them. So we'll show you one of those. Okay, so if you have your contract, mark out that February 28th and put November 2nd.
Is this an individual?
It's an individual project, yes. Yep. Every person has to have their own movie trailer. Now you can work in pairs. You can have people, you can help each other get your own done. But this is not a group project like the books, where it was a group project, but we really know one person did one book, another person did the other book. Where each person really was responsible for an individual book. But this is each person their own movie trailer. And we'll explain to you the purpose of them, how we want you to use these in your classroom. Okay, finally, the last follow-up is April 5th. Last day, April 5th, on a Saturday, here on site. I haven't looked at the calendar, I sure hope that's not Easter. Last year I chose Easter weekend as the final day. Everybody thought that's the way I had to change it. But awesome. Good. That's not Easter weekend. Thank you, Tricia. So the last one, that's the day you'll turn in your iPads. You'll do your last activities and you will be finished with Project Connect. Stipend is $300 for the video, yes. Yes, it is. So your total stipend, if you add all of those up, you should get $2,250. And I really encourage you, please try to attend and complete every activity, because when you don't, I have to try to figure out ways to, what to do with that money, instead of giving it back to the state, because I don't want to give that money back, and they don't want to take it back. They've given it to you guys to use, and the 90% of the money Osage Hills gets is for the stipends for you to attend the professional development. So it really helps when you attend everything. Use that money, and you definitely earn every penny of that $2,250. Okay, does everyone have your agenda for today? And then I'm going to be finished, because I have taken up so much of Debbie's time. No? You don't think so? Okay, we started at 9:30. I was supposed to start the iPad Basics, which I will do in just a second. 10 o'clock, I'm going to show you some Evernote things in Edmodo. Some ways you guys have probably noticed, I've been terrible with Edmodo over the summer. I haven't used it hardly at all to let you guys know anything. And I know when I'm not doing it, you're not going to do it, because there's no reason to log in and check it. And Jeff hasn't logged in anything on it for a month. But during the school year, I'm going to try to be so much better, because that's where I want all of our documents to be posted, all the announcements, because email is just so difficult. When I send out one email and have to get 44 in return, I just hate that, because I either have to print them and keep up with them. If I can go to Edmodo and do one post, and then you just respond to that post, it's so much easier for me just to scan down and see the information I need from you. So I'm going to go over Edmodo and Evernote. Then at 10:30, yeah, I can be finished by 10:30, good. We'll take a break, I promise, but if you need to get up at any time, go to the restroom, get a drink, feel free to do that. But Debbie will start your iMovie trailer training. And as you guys know, our internet here stinks. And it is not any better than it was last summer, and it's probably worse than it was last summer, because we've had a year that we've used this equipment, a year more. And so all of you trying to download an app or get on the internet at the same time just bogs it down. It cannot handle it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to group you for this activity. And we want to just make sure at least one person in your group has the iMovie app. And you'll use that iPad to do the activity, the practice of creating a trailer. So whenever we put you in a group, just make sure one person has the app. And then if you haven't already been given a code to get the app, then when you go home, you can download the app. Or you can stay after we release you and download it when there's not so many people on the internet. And it won't take nearly as long. At 11:30, we'll go to lunch. It's a 30-minute lunch. During the Summer Institute, we've extended that to 45 minutes, but we've also extended the day to 3:45, not 3:30. However, not everyone's required to stay until 3:45. From 3:30 to 3:45 is individual coaching. So if you have questions about, I'm working on my iMovie app, Jeff, for Debbie, and I can't figure out how to do this transition from here to there, whatever, then that's what that's for, to help you. Or if Dr. Parrott did a really cool activity that you have questions about, you didn't understand something and didn't get your question answered during her session, come to her, work with her, and she'll help you. So we're going to have 15 minutes every day. That's your choice to stay if you feel that you're good for the day, and then you're free to go. And then at 12, after lunch today, Debbie's going to give you an assignment to go out and actually create some video, because you're going to create an iMovie trailer as a group. So this is going to be a group activity. This is your one chance to work with other people just to create one project. But when you create the real one for the $300, it's on your own. You have to turn in one of your own, even if you do get help from others. And then at 1:30 or 12:45, we're going to edit those. At 1:30, we're going to present them. I'm going to have you bring iPads up here. We're going to watch what you created and see the awesome stuff you can create in a very short amount of time with this iMovie trailer. And then 2:30, we're going to wrap up. And there's one more requirement for the final follow-up. You guys are actually going to be doing some presentations. I know you're like, ugh. It's called the Best Practices Presentation. And Debbie and I are going to go over the requirements on those so that you'll have nearly a whole year, school year, to get prepared for like the 2 or 3 minutes. You're going to have to stand up in front of the group and present something on the final follow-up. And then at 2:45, those of you that need additional iPad training today, you're like, I didn't get my Apple ID created, I've never used an iPad, that iMovie stuff is just, whew. Debbie and I from 2:45 to 3:30 and Vicki are going to work with the beginners on familiarizing yourself with the iPad, the home screen. If you don't know how to get to your settings and connect to Wi-Fi, if you go to a hotel and you're like, how do I get Wi-Fi if I go to a strange place? Then we'll show you that. Maybe the strange place, maybe your house. You don't know once you get the iPad to your house how to get on Wi-Fi. Then we can show you those things. If you are an iPad Pro and you can teach the iPad class, then at 2:45 today, take advantage of that. You get it? Okay, and I am finished with that portion. So let's take about a 5-minute break till 10.